sure you let them know you can only eat one a day.
Go, send it. What do you reckon, a kingfish had a go at it or something? Did it put up a good fight?
Yeah, no.
That's because I called it out. Alright, we're off. Breaking news, this just in, Kristen just bought this awesome new weed trim. We're going to do a gear review on it right now. So where did you get this from?
Well, I ordered it online from China.
From China?
And I think I might do the whole lawn with it. What?
Look how effective it is. Oh, it's so good.
I thought it was going to be awesome.
So what are the advantages of this weed trimmer here?
Well, first, look, it ties it in a knot and then you can pull it out. It's got a different kind of move that you're not used to, that you've seen in other. Moves the grass around.
Can you give us any other advantages?
Yeah, look, I'm going to clean this concrete.
She bought it. I said that thing is going to be as useless as sits on a ball. She got a pretty good deal though. It was only $95 down from 120. So
it's $20, but look, it's all worth it because it comes with an extension. And then
so you can extend your uselessness. Look,
yeah.
It just broke.
Christmas present.
Go on, go again, roosters. I dare you. Wow, it's the first day of summer and it's stinking hot. It's about 25 degrees out here. Bit of a bugger of a day to be doing garden work, but chipping away at it. My foot's still pretty buggered. It's pretty swollen still, so I'm kind of out here chipping away and then inside, foot elevated. Out here chipping away, inside, foot elevated. But we're just putting a corn garden in between our two greenhouses here because we reckon it's going to be a real sheltered place and a place to collect the sun. So we've got a whole bunch of totara and silver pine and I'm just splitting those posts and then making a raised bed, and we've buried a whole bunch of fish into the clayey soil because the soil is quite clayey out here, so we've buried a whole heap of fish frames, sharks and sea perch and blue nose and groper frames in the garden here. And we just caught a few pocker and blue nose the other day actually, brownie and brownie. Hey, look at that sucker! I was just going to have a day without filming, but then we've already got 4 pooker in the boat and we just got a double hitter, and then Mitch got one too, and it's his first pooker, so I think I better start filming, eh?
Long time coming.
And we just ordered a load of compost and that's been dumped off around the corner, and now that we've got all of the fish buried in the clayey soil, we've put cardboard over everything so the weeds don't come up, and then we're going to put compost on top of that, and then we're going to plant the corn in the compost. It's not really fresh compost, it's pretty aged compost, so it should be good to plant in. You can see I've trimmed the ends that I'm going to hammer into a rounded point. Now the reason I'm doing this is because if you trim your ends into a rounded point, it makes the wood less liable to split, and then the other end's just a sharper point to drive into the ground. and then we're going to hammer the raised garden boards onto these stakes. So that's totara here, and that's silver pine there. Now the reason we're using silver pine and totara is because these two woods are the less likely to rot, so they're really resilient to wet, damp earth. Silver pine's no good in an oceanic environment though. The worms in the ocean will eat silver pine over totara, so if you have fresh water or on the land, silver pine's probably the better of the two. But if you're in the ocean or anywhere near water, Kauri's actually the best. Kauri's probably the best. Kauri. Still getting used to this Māori pronunciation stuff. Yes, so this is yellow silver pine. I believe the silver pine, yellow silver pine, and yellow pine, I think they're the same tree, but it depends where they grow as to how yellow the wood is. I think the swampier it is, the yellower the wood gets. Kristen and Sonny have been eating the blimmin' raspberries already. You've got to be quick. Got to be quick to get the raspberries around here. They don't last long. And yes, these are opium poppies. No, we're not druggies. They're just really good for attracting bees. And they're the same poppies that you harvest the seeds from to eat. Very, very good flower to attract bees into the garden. And they just self-seed. You don't have to worry about replanting them. Yes, pretty handy, alright? What do you got? Good girl. Go get him. Good girl. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Good girl. Drop. 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 Oi. Good girl. Go get him. Ah yes, my duck dog's coming along nicely. Nicely indeed. Here's a good tip to encourage strike rate amongst your tomatoes, is to get a flower off one tomato plant, break it off, and then you go around and dust all the other tomato plants with that flower, or bunch of flowers, and that pollinates all of the flowers. Great way to improve your strike rate. Man cave, fireplace is getting there. We lit it today and it works good. And we've got the walls on now. Yep. And then we've just got to finish the finishing touches around here. We're going to put a couple of beds up top there and a couple of beds up in here. Mezzanine bunks. I'm going to finish off the fire around there and then put a rock and steel surround around it, and then just do all the bits and pieces around the front. So, man cave. This is the man cave. It's getting there slowly but surely. We've got the floor down now, well, most of the floor. Got the fireplace in. That's been built. We've got half of the walls on. That half hasn't been put. I didn't put the walls on. We had woofers in here, and we gave them the job of putting the walls on, which was great. They did it for me. I put the floor down, built the fire, finished the chimney off. Then we just got to finish around the fireplace, around the front of the fireplace. Put some real neat old wood around there, and then put some beds up on the mezzanine and a table and chairs in here, and she'll be good to go. I don't know if I had any before shots. It's looking pretty damn good. It's looking a lot better than it was before anyway. And then, oh yes, we've got two doors at the moment. We've currently got one door here, and we've got another door over here, but I'm going to change the design of this door. So this door's going to stay. I think that door's going to stay as well. And out here, where this pile of wood and crap is, we're going to put a deck of sorts out along here. And then we're going to move this fence over to there to keep the sheep and chickens out, because the chickens are hanging out in my hut at the moment, aren't you, you little buggers? And we're going to eat you. Yep, you're going to get eaten in a couple of days. I'm getting up at 4:45 every morning, because that's what time the the rooster starts cranking, 4:45, so I wake up, get out of bed, have a cup of coffee. I've been writing a book actually. I've been smashing my book out. Uncles, cousins and bros. Better lock that so the bloody chickens don't come in here and shit all over the place. Yes, so that's what's been happening for the last week. It's been a pretty slow week because I've been off my feet for most of it. I went fishing, got some fish frames for the garden, which is great. Cheers, Brownie and Brownie, for taking me out there. It's gonna rain, Charlie. It's gonna rain.
Maybe.
Maybe, I bloody hope not. Here we are, right up a river. We're quite a way up actually, a few bigger rapids to negotiate on the way down. We were going to come up here and camp, but the clouds are looking really dark. It wasn't forecast to rain heavy tonight, but it looks like it's going to piss down. It actually looks like it's raining right up on the main divide at the moment, so in the interest of safety we're not going to stay up here the night, just because if it floods those rapids will be massive and we probably won't be able to get out tomorrow. So we're going to go back downstream and camp somewhere a little bit safer. We will still camp tonight, but just not right here. And there's not much deer sign up here. They've 1080'd all up here. I was hoping to be a few animals around. There's a couple of prints, a few yearling prints here and there, but really not much at all. So we're going to go down to greener pastures, maybe even drive to another river and go up another river. But I've never been up this high before. A lot of people said they couldn't get this high up in a jet boat. So yeah, it was quite interesting to come up here and just see how far up we could come. All the while we've come to a spot, set up the fly camp, come for a hunt, and there's blimmin' boot prints and dog prints and no fresh deer sign. A deer sign's as old as the boot prints and stuff are, so. Just sorry, pretty sure it was a salmon porpoise out there, so we're just rigging up the line so Charlie can catch one. Cheers. Any salmons?
Just popped over there.
Oh, yawn. Yawn? Snag.
I was on, I'm pretty sure.
Damn it. That was good timing. You got off though, eh? drop it, Dad. Don't drop it. Ah! Oh, no! Ah, I dropped it in the sand. Shit. Oh, man. Mean, it looks a bit better. Here, open that cardboard box up, bro, and we'll whack this on it. Perfect. Mate, look at that. It's mint.
Smoky.
It's great. So good to come out camping and just disconnect from technology, from everything. Good. How's your mental health?
Good.
Are you mental as? Mentally healthy? There we go. We're doing okay, aren't we, mate? Doing alright. Well, as you can see, not actually at the river anymore. We went home. We only took one sleeping mat. We didn't have two sleeping mats, so we packed up Pin in the dark and night. 10:30, me and Charlie made the call to pack up and jet boat out in the dark, which we did. And it's now the next day, and we're at our property that we've just sold actually. And this is our first house that me and Kristen bought together. And I was happy here, but it wasn't big enough for her, so our other place popped up, the one we currently live in. And the plan was to buy that and sell this, but then we put it on the market for a couple of years and it didn't sell. And we just had an offer. We took it off the market, put it back on the market, and had shit tons of offers, like 10 or 15 people inquiring and a couple of offers, and we just took the best offer. Young fella Jake, may even be one of my patrons, I don't know. He moves in another couple of weeks, so we're getting rid of all the rubbish that the last tenant left. Holy shit, 2 trailer loads already. This is the 3rd and last trailer load. Maybe, we might have 2 more trailer loads to go. We gave her a bond back, well, Kristen gave her a bond back, which we shouldn't have because it's cost us a couple $100 so far in 2 days work. Anyway, back into it, and then me and Kristen are going down to Franz Joseph for a date night. Yes, it's been a year, so figured about that time for another date night. Keep working.
What about the sleep out?
Oh yeah, one of those couches and TVs and...
I can't lift that, it's too heavy.
What?
Can't do it.
So there's a whole heap more stuff that I wanted to show you guys, but this is the 3rd day I've been back on my feet. 2nd day I've been back on my feet really. 1st day I had to keep stopping. But now I'm back on my feet. Yeah, I've just been cracking into stuff around the house and yard, and I keep thinking, oh, I should be videoing this, but I haven't been, and so you guys haven't got to see the cool shit I've been doing, like building old school fences and moving all of the compost onto the garden. It took me ages.
It was so hard for him.
Kristen actually did it. She moved half of the compost onto the garden.
And I built the beds, and I dug...
No, I built the raised beds for her.
No, you put the stakes in. I built the beds. And then I put 3 wheelie bins full of fish under the rocky earth.
She's having a moan about it. It's date night. I may have mentioned that before. Can't remember if I did or not. But anyway, we're going to bloody Franz Joseph. We're in Franz Joseph. We've got a hotel. Thanks to you guys. Yes. We're going to shout ourselves out for dinner tonight. Thanks to you guys. It's exciting. Exciting indeed. Okay. Thank you, sir. Are you ready?
Yeah. Should we sit here? Then we're like outside but inside.
Here's our waiter. It's happy hour. Look how happy we are. Everyone's happy in here. Especially me. Those guys are very happy. It's reasonably refreshing. I mean, look, they show Bruce Lee movies. I should have videoed that exchange. You're in my shot. Can you sit back a bit? Blimey, okay. People are always trying to get at that into my shot. I'll put it back in then. Why don't you tell them? We should have videoed that exchange because We ordered 1 beer, and then Christian wanted a beer, and he said, why don't you have 5 beers? And I said, because we just want 1 beer. And he said, well, if you get 5, it's $30. I was like, yeah, but we just want 1. And he said, well, if you get 2, it's 20. You might as well get 5. And I was like, mate, you're absolutely correct. So we're getting 5 beers, because you can't get ultimately refreshed off just 2 beers.
Any cocktails on the menu?
You need 5 in a bucket of ice. Awesome. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
Ultimate refreshment.
Oh, my hands are really sore. Is there a candle for that?
Cheers.
We should have had a beers and a cheers in front of the couch burning. Gotta be really fun.
We burned a couple of couches today. Burned a whole bunch of shit. It was awesome. We just torched it down at the riverbed. Chris was like, we haven't allowed to do this. I said, who cares? We used to burn cars and shit when I was a kid. This is way more kosher than burning cars. Yeah. I don't burn any cars, people, by the way. So you're not allowed to do that anymore. Used to be, everyone used to do it back in the day, but nowadays it's frowned upon. So I do not condone the burning of cars. Couches, on the other hand.
Oh, we used to have pallet parties, pallet burning parties.
Not couch burning parties though.
I
Jesus.
never burnt a couch. Just gonna eat that with chopsticks.
This place has got to be the best restaurant on the West Coast. It really is. This is the 3rd time I've eaten here now.
Thank you.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at this no space.
No,
It's
that's
really
good.
congested.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just asking. Otherwise you can use this one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, soup's kind of spicy. My throat's itching.
A little bit. Jesus, we smashed the starters. The chicken's a little bit raw. I'm a bit worried about that. We might get salmonella. Should be right. Oh, is it good?
Could be more spicy.
Could be a bit more spicy. I think what happens in these restaurants where they get a lot of Asians coming through and Indians is that they have a white person spicy and a darky spicy, a darker person spicy. I can say white person, but I can't say darky. I'm kind of dark myself. Maybe an Asian spice and a European, no, Australasian. You guys know what I'm trying to say, for crying out loud. All of this PC bullshit these days. Anyway, I think they, if they see white people, they're like, oh, he wanted the spicy option, let's put the mild in there. Because we got this food, and I got the tom yum, which was hot, but it wasn't that hot. And then we got the butter chicken, which was mild, and it's medium. We asked for medium, and it's very mild. It's no spice whatsoever. So, that's what I suspect. I may be wrong, but
You can ask our waiter.
I'm going to ask for hot next time. Hot. Ah, there we go. I gave the old waiter a $20 tip because he was so good. It's real good. Saved us money on the beer. Where are you off to? We're going to go shoot some pool. Somewhere in France, Joseph. I'm not too sure where. Some weird looking people in there dressed up in weird looking clothes, playing some weird ass music. It was gangster rap, I'll be all in, country and western, but it was Justin Bieber or some shit like that. Not into it. We're going to go back to the Rainforest Hotel.
Or we could probably have to wait to play pool. We could
For crying out loud.
We could sit on the patio and watch people at the place that had good music.
I reckon, see, this is what Franz Joseph needs, is a good old country pub.
Yeah.
Doesn't have one. Doesn't have a good old country pub.
Like a place like the Empire.
They're all flash and ritzy. Fox does, just over the hill. Fox Glacier's got a pretty cool bar. I'm bloody going there anyway. But I've already had 4 beers. Too drunk to drive. Damn it. I'm just saying, not that it matters, because all these Asians are driving around the country like they're on crack and drunk anyway, so it does matter though. Knowing to say when, call it. I just had a real bad fart right around the corner, and we stopped back there and could smell it. I just stopped here and I could smell it. Real bad. I think I'm going to have diarrhea tonight or something. It was pretty bad. I still smell it. That'll sort me out. Kristen made me some more kombucha, but it's at home. So here we are, back from our hot date. We saw Barney, yes, we saw the Blessing and a few other people too. And hi to Ivan and Peter. It was funny because I just ran into Ivan and Peter who follow me on the old social media thing. Well, Peter doesn't, his dad, but Ivan does. Ivan's _ Ivan Stewart on Instagram. Check him out. He does bow hunting or whatnot. But he's been up the Watarai River bow hunting. And then we ran to Barney and he's saying, oh, I've just been up to the Ice Lakes and stayed at this hut and holy shit, this guy snored. Man, I haven't heard anyone snort like that. And it turns out that was, he was talking about Peter.
I understand what Barney was saying.
That was funny. He told you Barney had a few drinks. He was half cut. So, and he was talking about Ivan's dad, Peter, who apparently snores like a hurricane. So, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that one in there. So, you can give your old man a bit of stick there, Ivan, about his snoring. Anyway, we're back at the hotel. And, yes, this is awesome. I wish I could do this more than once a year. I believe it's been a year since our last hot date. It's been a year, Kristen.
When was
A
it?
year ago, when we said we need to do this more often, that was over a year ago. Nope.
When was the last time we
I'm
went?
pretty sure that was Christchurch.
No, we've had one time since then.
A hot date with a hotel.
Jade Court Motel we went to.
No, that was before Christchurch. That was before. Yeah, that was before. It's been a year since our last hot date. I'll look back on the videos. I was looking back on the videos the other day, just updating the end screens, and it's been a year since our last hot date. Anyway, times are wasting. I gotta edit. I gotta work now. I gotta jump on my damn computer and work on our hot date night.
Do you want to have a glass of wine with me?
Maybe I won't. If this video is late, if it's not Tuesday and you fellas are watching this, actually, even if I work tonight, I still won't be able to get it done by Tuesday, because Tuesday is tomorrow. Might have to be a Thursday viewing.
Yeah.
Jesus, we're just watching TV. Needless to say, I'm not editing videos on the computer. Well, the shit on TV these days is terrible. I've been channel surfing for what, 15 minutes now? Just changing channel to channel, and it's all shit. It can't be that hard to make a good television program, for crying out loud. How's your night going?
Good. I'm just really enjoying this TV show.
I'll change channel. One day to sleep in. We're up at the crack of dawn. Yes. Crack of dawn. Oh, hello. Stand up. Show us the sexiness. Don't be shy. Hey, I should do a wild New Zealand show. He's doing a wild brand. Ah, gotcha!
Stop it. Turn it off.
What? I should do a wild New Zealand show. This one's called Wild Britain. I should do one called Wild New Zealand and go to different areas of the country. Oh, I was just going to turn the TV off, but then the bloody power show came on. I've been working on the computer all morning. Where's that TV remote? It's us jetboating. I want to watch this, so I wonder what it is. I'll just mute it. Right, we're almost ready to go. You're touching the screen, spot focusing. We're almost ready to go. I've just been on the computer. Look, there's no. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I have a knife and a lighter in my purse.
A little bit frustrating. I just discovered the jetboating footage only shows the jetboat in the river, not the lovely, beautiful scenery of the river we were jetboating up, which is bloody annoying. But no, next time I'll be a little bit more onto it and double check that it's pointing in the right direction. Look at my shit haircut. I'm going to get a haircut. I'm going to cut my hair because I'm sick of having a shit haircut. Yes. Anyway, how's that? Better? Much better. We're going to finish sorting the house out today. And then we're going to go home. Yep, home for lunch. And then I think that's the last you'll see of us till next week. Maybe you might see us further up the way. Working hard. TV's awesome. Look at that. Thanks for that, guys. Bloody awesome. Went out for dinner last night and got a 3-course meal, didn't we? Usually we go out, we skimp, and we're like, oh, let's get a starter and maybe one main, and we'll share that. And last night we ate till we couldn't eat anymore. Didn't we? Wasn't it great?
It was so nice. The best part is the morning, though, without kids.
Oh, no kids, and then it was our only day to sleep in, and we were both up at 7 o'clock. We slept in, and then 7 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, well, we're up now. Huh? Terrible. Anyway, I'd just like to thank each and every one of you for your contribution to our lavish lifestyle and enabling us to come and get a 3.5-star hotel room and go out for dinner at a nice restaurant. Yes, it was very, very awesome and very appreciative. I'm going to go home now and move the last of the stuff out of our house. Sad to see it go. Kristen's not. She didn't even like that house anyway. Anyway. Hooray, see you down the road. Oh, going to Fiordland in 2 days. Yep, flying into Fiordland with my old mate Bryce. Been in there a couple of times with him actually. And yeah, we're going in again, me and Bryce. We're going to go bow hunting. Shoot some deer, maybe. Definitely scare some deer, maybe shoot some deer, catch trout. Fiordland, that's going to be next week's exciting episode. Join us then.
So it's a cape of salt.
I can't. Oh my god. It's like heavy.
I just did it.
It is. It is like sticking.
Indian fart.
It's sticking
real
to the inside of the car.
It's that pretend hot stuff they put in there
I've got
coming out the other end. Oh my goodness.
Shit, that's really bad, Josh. Look at
What
I
is it?
squeezed one of these. I don't know. It's like these little thingies. It's supposed to stop you from getting sick, but
What are they?
like essential oil balls.
Like you squeeze
Look,
them.
smell. You're supposed to eat them, but they smell really good. Oh my god, it still smells. We're gonna smell like this now today.
What, essential oil or Indian farts?
Indian fart.
Indian farts.
It's like wet particles.
We're going to go out for breakfast to the Indian restaurant. They're probably not open for breakfast.
Oh no. Oh, I can still
I
smell
could do a
it.
tom yum soup for breakfast. You can still smell it.
It was heavy.
It's a good cup of tea. Oh, there's some mean t-shirts. What do you guys reckon? I'm happy with that. See, we got the, I'm not sure if you can see that, but we got TKB and the Kiwi Bushman logo on the front, and then 2 Mickey Bro. 2 Mickey Bro on sale now. They should be on sale by the time you fellas watch this. Oh no, they won't be. They'll be next week. But yeah, those are our new t-shirts just in time for Christmas, maybe. Yep, get them done. See if you can smash them out. How many? I don't know. They forgot to put eggs on my breakfast. I'm going to go ask for some eggs. Don't you fellas have any eggs in your cooked breakfast? Perfectly cooked poached eggs. You're stealing my bacon.
And your sausages.
What? See ya. No, bye.